All right, I'm going to upgrade my electronics. And this was designed, when did I design this? It was before I retired. So it must have been around 2010, something like that. That's quite a few years ago now. And what this is, it's a motor controller for a CNC. And has emergency stop. There's a control board in here, okay? So it's just a power supply. I put a monitor on it to see the amperage drawn. It's kind of fun. But the way that it works is it talks to the computer with a parallel port. You remember parallel ports? Yeah. So it was called a C10 board. And so what this box does is it has stepper motors, X, Y, and Z stepper motors, and then a fourth one if you get around to it. Some limit switches, and then I had an LED lamp in there just to so I can see, and there's a 12-volt output here so I can power things up. Yeah, so this is the problem, this C10. All right, so this is super old school, and I've been investigating it. Oh, let me talk about this before we get to there. So you need a parallel port, right? And laptops don't have parallel ports. Or do they? So this is one of the last laptops ever made, I think, that had an actual parallel port on it. So I coveted this one highly. A compact EVO. Yes, indeed. I think it's got Windows XP on it. There's a sticker here. Yeah, Windows XP, professional, 2 CPU. Oh, 1 to 2 CPUs. It's licensed for 1 to 2 CPUs. Compact. Does it say what processor this has? Oh, it doesn't matter. That's not the point of the video now, is it? It's a Pentium 3. Yeah, there you go. Yes, indeed. Pentium 3 designed from Microsoft XP. So anyway, I use this a lot for my CNC. And then I kind of just didn't want to do CNCs anymore. You know how it is. You get one hobby, and then you get another hobby, and the other hobby just disappears. Well, this hobby disappeared, and I'm going to try to resurrect it again. And so I want to throw this thing away. Let's do that right now. Oh! Okay, so, and we need parallel cable. I don't need any longer. So yeah, so let's go ahead and open this thing up. All right, we can see my handicraft in here. That's kind of howdy-do in there. We've got both power supplies aren't bolted down. They just rattle around in there. That's pretty good. Anyway, here is the C10 board. So this is a parallel interface to your computer, and then it just breaks out a whole bunch of, it's basically a parallel to parallel converter. It takes these parallel lines and it outputs them over here. And so we've got four stepper motor, or three stepper motor controllers here. 1, 2, 3. So those are nice beefy ones. And so we have 2 power supplies. I think one's a 5-volt supply, and then one is the 24-volt supply. I forget what the motors run off of, if they're 12 or 24. I don't remember anymore. We'll have to take a look. Anyway, I gotta bolt these things down. That's too janky. Yeah. So I don't need to change anything on the back, except I don't need this any longer. We can yank that out. And then I'm going to put in this. So this is going to replace this board. So this is a GRBL. This is a Arduino Uno R3. Okay, these are so generic. All right, and it's flashed with a program called GRBL. And that takes your Gerber files and converts, I don't know, what GBR. Anyway, it takes the place of Mach 3. So in the old days, you would have you would design a SolidWorks or Fusion 360 or whatever, and you would generate a solid model. And then you would generate G-code from that. And then the G code you sent to Mach 3. And Mach 3 was the thing that lived on that laptop computer and controlled this thing, okay? Well, this basically takes the place of the laptop and the board, okay? The C10 board. So you, over the USB, you give it a G code file, and then this runs the G code. Okay, the G code gets downloaded to here, and then it gets executed locally. So you could theoretically unplug your laptop, and it would complete the job, that kind of thing. All right, and that's going to be running on a program called Candle. Okay, so yeah, let's tear some things out of here. Oh, I need to mention, I can't use this as is. I don't want to hardwire wires into this thing or use these janky 100 mil center things. There's a guy on Tindy who makes a daughter card for this that has a bunch of screw terminals, and it's all set up for the CNC, exactly what I need. All right, so I've got that on order. We'll have to wait. We'll have to wait for that. All right. Yeah, let me take a picture before I do anything. Always take a picture. You will remember it wrong. All right, there we go. This is a, yeah, interesting. Okay, so this is the emergency stop, and the E-stop. So it wires into these two guys. And then these are the limit switches, and they wire into over here, okay? And then there is an on-off switch. What do these wires do? That's confusing. What do they do? They go down to, oh, they go down to a 5-volt power supply. that's the 5 volts going in. Okay, so that all makes sense, so I can start tearing it apart. Also on order, I have a USB to USB extender that has a panel mount connector on it, so that will be good. All right, those can come out. I might save those, might use them. All right. And then these guys, okay, these are easier for the motors. I should probably label these as they come out. All right, I should also mention that most people, if they're doing a project, they might get the actual, oh, I don't remember the name of the card, but there's a card that plugs on there that has all three motor drivers on it. They're little bitty things now. You buy the card, then you buy these 3 little modules, and it all sits on the piggyback thing, so you don't need these big ones. But I've got big motors in mine, so I want to keep it this way. These have worked for me, and I see no reason to change them, so I'm gonna keep using them. And then this guy will set in here somewhere. I 3D printed a little mounting bracket for it, so I can attach it and have it not short to things. And I can just throw it in here with everything else that just floats around. Yeah, but there's some mounting holes on the back, so I can hook it to something. I got to figure this out. All right, so I think I'm ready to get to my board so I can hook this thing up. Yeah, I need the board. I can take a look at maybe doing something with these, maybe and maybe not. Maybe I'll leave it janky as hell since I'm an IMSAI guy. All right, don't need that any longer.